Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about sketching quadratic functions. The steps that we're going to use for graphing are to find our vertex, find our x-intercepts, find our y-intercept, and if necessary, find any additional points. So, to find our vertex, we have our equation in vertex form, and we use h and k, the inside number we take the opposite of, so we have 1, the outside number we keep the same, and it is -3. We then need to find our x-intercepts, which is when y is equal to 0, we solve for x. This is also solving a quadratic or looking for our solutions. So we have 0 is equal to x minus 1 squared minus 3. I need to add 3 to both sides. 3 is equal to x minus 1 squared, square root both sides. Positive and negative square root of 3 is equal to x minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. I get x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 3. So that means I'm going to have two solutions. X is going to be about, if you don't know what this is, you can plug it into your calculator, 1 plus the square root of 3. To get 2.7, and 1 minus the square root of 3 to get x is equal to -0.7. So those are my two x-intercepts. Then my y-intercept, I'm going to plug 0 in for x. So x is equal to 0, and y is equal to 0 minus 1 squared minus 3. I get y is equal to -1 squared, which is 1. So y is equal to 1 minus 3, which is -2. So let's graph what we have so far. Our vertex is at 1, -3. I'm going to move over 1 and down 3. Plot a point. With my vertex being at 1, that is also telling me that I have my axis of symmetry at x equals 1. So I'm going to make a dotted yellow line just for us. Then we have our x-intercept. So I need to plot one x-intercept at 2.7 and another x-intercept at -0.7. So at 2.7. So just not at 3 yet, and just not at -1. If you can see from our axis of symmetry to our 2 points at x equals 0, they are reflections of one another. That is supposed to happen because our axis of symmetry is in the middle of our parabola. I then have a y-intercept at -2, so I'm going to go back to my graph, and at y equals 0, I have a point at -2. Now to get an additional point here, I'm going to use this 0. And how far away is that 0 from my axis of symmetry? It is 1 unit away, so I'm going to go 1 more unit on the opposite direction and make a point. So now I have 5 points for my parabola. I'm going to go ahead and connect those 5 points. and I have a sketch of what this parabola looks like.